Oh, Erin Foley, how nice of you. Are you at least scalping a few on Craigslist?
I've got a couple in my pocket with $1 million.
Yes, right. We call it dynamic pricing, you know. You know what
Personal
dynamic...
check.
Yeah. So, Erin Foley, thank you for coming in, because you didn't have to
thanks.
get up early.
Oh my God! Thanks for First of all, I love meeting new people, and I love doing anything radio. It's so fun.
Wow, that's very nice. Well, welcome to Seattle. And your show is sold out. That's amazing. You are as hot as it gets. Did you just do the Conan O'Brien show?
I did it last Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, it was super fun. Like you have to get there like maybe 4 hours or 3 hours early, and it just like it goes by really slowly. Then all of a sudden you're behind the curtain and you're like, oh my God, what am I doing with my life? And you feel like you're gonna throw up, and then everything's fine.
All right. And now we haven't met yet, right? Have you not been on our show?
No, I've heard about your show. My girlfriend's family is from Seattle, so I've heard, and I've been in and out of Seattle for like, I don't know, in and out for the last 7 or 8 years. So I've heard about the show forever.
Did she say, like, they're easy? You could get on there.
Terrible show, and I'll take anyone.
They really need the help, too. Yeah.
No, this is a huge show.
They're on a-
I'm
they're
very
on a-
happy to be here.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. It's very nice to meet you. Now, where do you live? New York?
I live in Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
I'm a New Yorker, but I moved to LA about 7 years ago.
Oh, you have to be on one coast or the other,
You
right?
have to be in one coast.
And
yes.
where did you grow up?
I grew up in New York.
In New York.
In
okay.
New York, and then Rhode Island. We moved
I
to
lived
Rhode
in Rhode
Island.
Island.
No.
Yeah.
I love Rhode Island.
It's the smallest state, isn't it?
It's adorable.
It's like an appetizer state.
I like when people always go Northern California, and I'm always like, well, and I go to Northern Rhode Island, and then I just start laughing because it's 5 minutes away from
To go to
Southern.
Northern Rhode Island, you just basically walk to it.
Oh, you mean Main Street?
Hmm.
Yes, it's tiny. Where did you live in Rhode Island?
Well, I was in a band, and I lived in Bristol, Rhode Island
Yeah.
area, and I also was on a radio station in Fall River, Massachusetts.
Give her your spiel. Maybe she heard you. What was your spiel back then? Hey, it's
It's a top 40 hits. No, she was no.
Wait, did you just say top 40 hits?
Top 40 hits.
That's right, little lady.
Yeah.
Top 40 hits.
And of course, we all knew the rhymes about Pawtucket.
Right.
Yeah, the rhymes with bucket.
Yeah. Oh my God, Rhode Island.
So you
Yeah.
lived in Rhode Island.
Yeah, we moved as a family in 7th grade. My dad got transferred.
What'd your
and,
dad do?
Well, he had a small midlife crisis, but he was in sales and he got transferred to Rhode Island in this company. And then there was all this huge commercial fishing. So then he went from sales into commercial fishing. And then he started working for a University of Rhode Island oceanography program, got all these degrees, and now he's like a navigator in the Merchant Marines.
Every outside salesperson at some point comes home and says, you know what? Time to be a fisherman.
I mean, it's the most bizarre story.
Not selling copiers anymore.
Yeah,
It's
he's
time
like-
to fish.
I know. So, yeah, it was
And-
random.
And were you, because of your show business aspirations, attracted to the bright lights of New York City, or did he?
No,
move there?
I had no. I mean, they were from New York. Dad's from Brooklyn. Mom's from Long Island. They lived in Manhattan forever.
Okay.
And no, I had no showbiz aspirations. I moved to New York City just because I loved New York and my sisters were there, and I was going to teach, and then I just kind of turned it took like a random turn.
I'm going to say you're planning to teach what?
American Studies. I wanted to go back and get my master's in American Studies and teach at a college.
Well, the
I was
whole
like a
thing's
big
shut
nerd.
down now, so you don't even worry.
Yeah, you.
Right call.
What a good move that was.
Did you just go to an open mic and get a bug or something?
Yeah, well, I did some improv in college, and I thought, well, I'm in New York. I'll do some improv comedy. Once you go to grad school and you're done for your, you know what I mean? Like that's what you've chosen. And my sister's in grad school. My twin sister was in grad school. It's like a big family of teachers and social workers. All the careers that don't make any money. And then I was doing improv at a stand-up comedy club, and I saw stand-up and kind of fell in love with it.
You went you had
Yeah.
you had a, what do you call that?
Epiphany.
Epiphany at a comedy club.
Yeah, and so then I just watched, and in New York City is the best stand-up comedy. So you just go from club to club watching everybody, and then I was.
And did you think this will be easy? I only have to work 45 minutes.
No. And at that point, it was you had to work 6 minutes.
Oh, right. Your first
Yeah, it's so small.
emceeing and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, you mentioned you have a girlfriend.
Yes.
Which means you
I'm
know, you
super
have
gay.
You're super gay.
Happy National Coming Out Day.
Oh, that's right.
It's
Well,
today.
look at this.
Is your comedy gay comedy, or is it everybody comedy?
It's everybody comedy. I call it gay light. Because when I travel around the country, there's like, if there's like 300 people in the audience, there's probably 8 people that are gay. So I can't be like gay.
Well,
I'm here for you 8 people. That's good, though. That's very nice, by the way. You don't have a big, heavy agenda
It's
about
gay
it.
light. No, whatever.
You're
I
just like
always
the
say,
girl next door.
Yeah.
Hey.
I just happen to be
as you
gay.
said, your girlfriend's parents are coming, and
Yes.
Obviously they're probably
Huge
open and
Seahawk
accept-
fans.
Open accepting.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, they don't know. They're going to do this at the show.
That's what I was wondering. It's going to be news to them.
Hey, I don't know how this will go over. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah,
you're
we're best friends, but tonight it will be revealed.
She's my roommate. This is how you act with your roommate.
and you're a huge Giants fan. I am sorry. I watched that game last night.
Oh,
It's
unbelievable.
terrible.
I can't think of a time where we've been this bad. And it's, well, Giants have this like weird bird history where we look horrible and then we wind up winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you've snuck into every championship
yeah.
in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
You snuck into both of them.
Yeah, it's kind of bizarre. But
Not
0
this year.
6.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I think we should just run the table and get some good draft picks at this point in time.
In other words, intentionally not try. You just play for the draft picks.
yeah, I mean,
So I want you guys to go out there and sort of just, hey, don't hurt yourselves today.
Have fun. Just have fun.
Have fun.
Yeah,
what
have
if
fun
some
out there,
big guy is running at you? Maybe let him go. Maybe let him go.
Grab his flag as he goes by. You know? They're pink this month. It's going to be easy.
Yes.
And those pink flags, as just a sports fan, since we're
Yeah.
Giants fans together, we're football fans. Those pink flags are confusing. Aren't
They're
they?
so. How about last Sunday where, and I'm like an insane football fan, so I switched to Colts Seahawks by
Right,
like the end
right.
of the first quarter of the Giants game because I knew it was going to be just a downward spiral, and I hate the Eagles so much, so I can't watch anybody. I can't watch the Eagles win. So I switched over to, and it was the same. It felt like it was the same announcer. Like, wait, there's a flag on the field. No, there's a
wait,
hand
no.
towel on the
Oh,
field.
wait,
There's a
that's
flag.
right.
on-
Yeah, I saw that too.
That is not going to happen this week. They got
It's not-
rid of
they
the
got
pink
different
flag.
hand towels.
Yeah.
Well,
Because of that.
they're going with the yellow flag.
Oh, it's back
Okay.
to yellow.
They're like, sorry, we'll keep the pink line on the field. You can wear pink socks, but no more
Yeah.
pink flags.
got
It was a
carried
little
away.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was.
I
a little
don't mind the
ridiculous.
pink line on the field. Here's why I didn't like the pink flags. In addition to the confusion for us, I thought these players their whole life have been trained to react to this color.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
how is a player going to go, what, you
Yeah.
crazy? If it's a pink flag, he has
Yeah.
to think for a second.
Imagine in Mexico.
I might have that might be a
Right.
holding.
Right.
I'm not quite sure.
Imagine in Mexico if during the bullfights they said it's breast
October.
cancer awareness month. We're going to change it.
Todo bresto, mano, manto.
Yeah, we're going to change that red cape to pink.
Right.
That bull would not know what to do.
That is crazy.
Imagine road signs. All the yield signs are pink this
yes.
month.
Yes.
What do you think of
Lots
those commercials that say, no matter what you do, it is only stupid if it doesn't work? That's those
It's
sports.
only weird if it
It's
doesn't work.
only weird if it doesn't work. Like, do you have any weird superstitions about your Giants? Is there something you've tried
Well-
to change their fortunes?
I did throw the TV off the balcony.
That
I
Didn't
think
work
that,
though. But
it's
didn't work.
only weird if it doesn't work.
You know what you should do? If you're a real Giants fan, make out with a guy this week. If they win,
It might work.
if they win, you'll know it was you, right?
Okay, that's
You'll know it
hilarious.
was you if they win. And if you're real, and I'm not saying fall for them or switch. God, if you're happy, I'm happy for you.
All I could say is it's too bad we're not trying to sell tickets for your show at the theater off Jackson tonight at 7:30. Totally sold out. Because
Totally sold
you
out.
make it. Oh, that would be just.
and obviously I have a new plan for. I do have a scarf that I was wearing in 1991 when Scott Norwood hit the ball wide right, and in all major sporting events I wear that giant scarf, and it seems to have helped at different times.
What's your girlfriend's first name?
Dee Dee.
Dee Dee. Is this the first time her parents will see you tonight? Is it a big deal that they're coming to see you tonight?
It is a big deal, but they've seen me once. But this is like a big.
I mean, they
nice
get
theater.
television. They see
They do,
Conan.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So they know you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. So, but this is this will be like a really awesome show. Can't wait.
homecoming.
You have to be
Yeah.
really good. No pressure.
Yeah, I know.
Make it the best show ever. No pressure.
No pressure.
Get your scarf out. No big deal.
Right.
I didn't pack the scarf. Oh no!
Son of a.
What's gonna happen?
I think Spike's on to something because if the Hawks started 0-6, I might make out with a guy. If I thought,
If it would help.
No,
Right?
I mean,
Yeah,
listen.
it's only weird if it doesn't
Very
work.
open-minded
Yeah.
you are, Joe.
How could
Yeah.
that not help?
It's only weird if
could
it
it
doesn't
not
work.
that's right.
All right. Now, you at least your bio says smart comedy on politics, culture, sports, and commercialism. Which means you're a big, kind of a
wrote
big
that?
picture. I don't know, the Huffington Post actually. But I mean, it's kind of cool to be thought of as a smart comic, and yet a lot of the stuff that's going on today isn't really all that funny. Is
Yeah.
it kind of annoying to you as a comic, or do you think it makes people like more interested in this escapism?
Yeah, probably. Like, you have to be careful with the politics stuff, because when I travel around the country, like the gay stuff, no one cares. Like, it's just easy breezy. Like, but when you start talking about politics, the air does in fact go out of the room. So you have to be really careful. But I think if you throw, like, for me, a lot of my political stuff is like I throw both parties under the it just, as a whole, it's so unbelievably frustrating, There's one party that's a lot easier to make fun of. I won't reveal that. They start with an R. And but for me, it's just like kind of like in general news and stuff like that. It's you have to you have to please everybody, so you have to be a little careful. But I think escapism, it's
Have you arrived at any of your venues only to find out that they're national parks and they're closed and you don't get to play that night?
Sorry, folks, comedy's closed. Moose up front should have told you.
I just
It's the
can't, I just
Giggle
can't
National
believe it.
Monument. Yeah. It's the Chuckle statue.
I got booked outside the porta potties at Yosemite.
Mount
and,
Chuckmore, yeah.
So you get gay light and politics light. You
yes,
don't
gay
get
likes and politics.
You're not going to be in your face.
beating your head on it either way.
It's
Yeah.
very nice to meet you, Erin. Please come back when someone can actually see you.
Please.
Of course, that'd be
All right.
great. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate
Erin
it.
Foley will link to her, and it's totally sold out tonight. Hit up a scalper if you like. 8:57 when we come back. Members of Aerosmith met with someone they admire this week. This person, however, said, "Who are you?" That's kind of sad, isn't it? If you're big and iconic. Who is the famous person that didn't recognize Aerosmith?